You asked Specs, who did his mum like? So do you know your mum's crushes?
Ian Wright. She
is
fancied,
it?
Yeah, young Ian Wright. She had the poster was on the wall, Ian Wright.
Your mum had a poster of Ian Wright?
Yeah, with his top off.
What?
Yeah, it was on the wall, Ian Wright.
What, in her room? Or in the corridor? No, because it's an important question.
Yeah,
Where was the poster? Was it in the corridor for everyone to see? Or secretly
Under the bed.
Listen,
No, where?
behave.
And that's where Kanye West's mum kept all her stuff.
By the way, my mum never had no posters in her room. That wasn't a thing.
There were
for
no-
grown
it
women
was-
back in the day. So what? I mean, if it's not a calendar, was it a calendar?
No, it was
No,
a big poster.
It was the middle pages of, you remember Goals in the Sun? Just in the middle pages.
Bro, no one's mum should have posters.
No, mum. And it's not like Ian Wright is celebrating. He's in jeans. So he's taking a photo of himself and sending it to her. No, so why is he not celebrating?
He didn't do this. He didn't do this.
And it's Arsenal. Arsenal
Nope.
FC.
And it's Sunderland.
We're by far the second greatest team.
Sunderland FC.
AFC.
We're by far the greatest team the world will ever see. Sunderland have it as well.
Well, I said Arsenal, but I'll change greatest to second greatest.
Hi guys, welcome back to From My Left.
What sort of family fortune intro is that?
He's been doing a lot of TV.
Listen, man, I'm in a fantastic mood.
Why?
You know, I think I'm the only person on the internet to make a hot take and make that take become cinema. Make it become real.
How did you do that?
So basically, 3 years ago, we did a draft. Do you remember? Maybe even 4 years ago. Maybe even 5 years ago. In fact, it was 2020. It might have been 2019, where I said Chris Wood as my striker. And you guys were there laughing.
We laughed, we ran.
All right, no, let me ask you. Do you remember?
Yeah.
You spoiled the show, Specs. You always do this. You love to joke too much. Every single one of your voices right now. And then Chris Wood started to do his thing. He moved to Newcastle. You messaged me. What's going on with your boy Chris Wood at Newcastle? Yeah, grin. Yeah, grin. Laugh.
He had a bad time there, man.
He then moves to Forest. You then say to me, this is a stinker. He's moved. This is a stinker.
Oh, I said that. didn't I?
Yeah, of course you did. Yeah.
You kind of, the impression stopped because he couldn't tap into the fake story.
Well,
Go on.
You was worried though.
Of course I was worried.
Them moves.
Of course I was worried, because that's my guy I'm backing. And he goes and bangs 20 goals this season. But at the start of the season, when he was scoring, he follows me on Instagram. Something special. Follows me first,
Then scores the 20 goals.
then scores the 20 goes. Then sees me live on TV, walks straight over to me,
Validation.
leaves, goes and plays, doesn't touch the ball for the whole game.
Yeah, he did have the best.
After the game, gives me his shirt. Check your mirrors, look behind you.
Oh, wow, I did not know that was behind us.
Two Specs, much love from Woody.
Tell me someone on the internet that's been in that situation where they've dropped. Has Kanu done that for Tigo?
No, because
Has Henderson done that for Tigo? Hold on.
Mark, when you went to speak to Mark Guehi, did he talk about me?
Well, yeah, after me.
Yeah, because you were right there. You were right there.
Did
wasn't
Smith
there.
Rowe do anything for you?
well, you had the chance to talk to Smith Rowe.
No, he had a chance to talk to me. That's the difference.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a difference.
Here you go.
and then who's Geordie's guy? John McGinn.
Never
What's
met-
John McGinn done for Geordie?
Never met him.
Let's check if John McGinn
No,
follows Geordie.
hold on.
Oh,
Hold on. What about that time he was with Bruno Fernandes? How did that go?
Oh,
Was he
yeah.
like, Jordy, thank you for backing me? Love you, Jordy.
See, why are you shooting at me? I don't understand. I did meet Bruno, yeah. But that was purely professional.
There's only one person that can join me in my little table of like making a take reality, and that could be you with Harry Maguire. Where were you?
What? Yeah.
He backed Harry Maguire like thunderstorms in China.
I got bullets.
And what did Maguire do for you?
He came on from my left. Allegedly.
Thunderstorms in China.
Thunderstorms in China.
Sorry.
So you can watch all of that on Sky Sports Scenes.
That's right.
On YouTube, and they're on TikTok on Sky Sports Football.
That's right.
Do you know what? There's another guy I backed.
Who?
And you got to see him up close. Morgan Gibbs-White.
Morgan Gibbs-White, we had a great chat.
I don't know if he really did though. But go on, carry on.
What do you mean?
You wasn't really screaming Morgan Gibbs-White for years.
Yeah,
No,
years.
I was.
years.
I was. You just left your old job, so you wasn't there when I was screaming it.
What do you mean?
You know what he means.
No, this goes
No,
back
no,
years.
no, I'm talking
Hold
about
on.
when.
If you're claiming credit for 2024,
2024,
I go
that's what I'm
back
saying,
to
that's not screaming
2021
it.
with Morgan Gibbs-White.
Well, I've screamed
Yeah.
it. Well, but he's got small ears. Then he left his job. Like I've been screaming it, and he's just not.
What, for a year?
Low
You've mentioned
concentration.
Morgan Gibbs-White. How old is Morgan Gibbs-White?
24, I want to say.
And he's screaming it for
24
1 year.
now?
A season.
Gibbs-White is
He ain't no
24.
24.
Bro, that don't count.
What is he now?
He's like 27, I
That don't
swear.
count.
No, he's not
No.
27. T. Come on, man.
That don't count.
Come on, concentrate.
Do you know what? These guys have dropped
been
a lot
screaming
of wonder
Gibbs-White.
kids.
He's 25.
They've dropped a lot of wonder kids.
I've been screaming Gibbs-White for time, bro.
Bro, for a
Like,
year.
Stop it.
Or
Stop
before
it.
that?
Yes.
Where on the show? Where?
Check my Twitter.
Yeah, I need to
check my Twitter for
I
Evie.
don't know, man. I don't remember you screaming. Morgan
Check my.
Gibbs-White,
You got
man.
low. You know what? Low
It's got nothing to do
concentration,
with that.
Have you got low
probably-
concentration?
You probably mentioned him on the podcast. You don't stand on business. You didn't stand on it like he stood on Chris Wood. He was standing on wood. He was standing on business.
He always stands on wood.
He was standing on business.
You're low on iron.
Why?
I'm always standing on wood, no matter what way it goes.
Chill.
Oh, well, look. In May 2023, Geordie offered this on Twitter.
What?
Gibbs-White is mad. January 19th, 2024, someone has to buy Gibbs-White this summer. November 2022, Morgan Gibbs-White is the real deal.
Come on, man.
That was me.
Okay. You got clothesline.
Wait, why are you bringing? Why does he keep shooting at me? Why do you keep bringing yourself into?
No, but it's fine. He just dropped a file on you of talking about Gibbs-White.
For a year, that's what I'm saying. I've been talking. You can't talk about a player for Gibbs-White for a year and say, "Oh, look."
Oh, this is gonna be longer. You're saying?
Yes, a year, and he was 24.
Bro,
He's already in the game.
I've backed him. I've backed him longer than you know. How about that? Because that statement's true, right?
What?
Would that statement be true?
Bruv, you didn't back-
Well, all right, watch this.
you
Miles,
backing Gibbs-White
Miles,
doesn't
listen
mean
to me.
anything.
Would this statement be true? I've backed him longer than you know.
What, a year? A year?
Yes or no?
You tweeting saying 2023.
Have I
he's
backed
mad.
Gibbs-White longer than you know?
No, you haven't. You haven't.
Alright, cool.
You haven't. Geordie hasn't sat here. We've all said.
I haven't sat here for a year.
We have.
Well, speaking of Gibbs-White,
Yeah, we didn't even get to your Gibbs-White story.
so yeah, I met him yesterday.
So this is just a recap of scenes, basically. That's what.
No,
from
but
that's
it's
what- alright,
no,
go
but
on.
it's
Go on.
it's a deep scene.
Go on. No,
it's a
no,
deep
I'm,
scene.
I'm interested. I love
It's a deep
Gibbs-White.
scene.
You know I
So
do.
obviously I've gone and see Chris Wood, but remember weeks ago we were talking about Gibbs-White, we were talking about Eze, and we were talking about
Morgan Rogers.
Morgan Rogers. So as much as I love Wood, Gibbs-White is in the peripheral. Guys, grow up. I'm not going to stop saying grow up.
Agreed.
They all message me on Snap. Specs, you love Wood, yeah? Yeah. Grow up. Anyway, that's what I was saying. Life for that. Oh, yeah.
He's so dumb, bro.
You've exposed me. You've got me. I was told that Gibbs-White and Chris Wood are best friends.
Wow.
Interesting.
So I would imagine Chris Wood has gone to the change room. He's got the shirt in his hand, with ready to give that to me, and he's told Gibbs-White, look, respects my guy. And Gibbs-White's thinking, what specs here? Let me go and say hello as well. So Gibbs-White's come over, we're having a chat. And I thought to myself, I'm going to player cam him because we've been talking about him, right? So I player cammed Gibbs-White, scored the first goal, destroyed that game. Now, bear in mind, a couple of weeks before, I believed Eze was the best out of the three. But the truth is, Morgan Gibbs-White is better than Eze, respectfully.
Now you said a lot.
Don't look at me. That's not my
Go
guy.
on, then, Miles. All right,
That's
all
not my
right,
guy.
Let's do this.
But he's
let's,
good though,
Let's
but
do
he's-
this. Let's do this because you asked Ethan and you asked Stephen tries to do it.
That's right.
So let's do this. Rank Morgan Rogers, Morgan Gibbs-White, and Eberechi Eze. Miles.
Eze, Rogers, Gibbs-White.
Geordie.
Eze, Gibbs-White, Rogers.
You're mad.
Gibbs-White, Eze, Rogers. Tigo.
Gibbs-White, Eze, Rogers.
So you're with me.
I'm actually with you. I think it's a bit of a coin flip.
So who's had a better season?
Gibbs-White. Eze's probably had a better individual season. Like, he will look back at this season and think, this was my season. In terms of, like, overall quality over the course of the season, to me, Gibbs-White did not let up.
So he was more consistent then, more than being better.
Yeah. Not just more consistent. I think there's a difference because Eze is always pretty much the best player on the pitch for Crystal Palace. And probably 70% of the season, he's the best player on the pitch,
All the
period.
teams, yeah.
Gibbs-White has a lot more to do, I think, than Eberechi has a bit more freedom. Gibbs-White's a lot more
System-based.
involved. Yeah, the system, he has to work
Eze's
to
not
the system
system,
more.
though. Eze's not
Eze's system, but the system is built around his freedom.
I think Gibbs-White is better than Odegaard.
Interesting.
No, and do you know what is T? You know what shocked me yesterday when I was coming in? You know when we used to see KDB like really drop deep in pockets and stuff?
Yeah.
Pick up the ball, dictate, play it, and next minute they're in the box and they score. And it's like, Eze, I feel like is way more attacking.
Mm-hmm.
So I see Gibbs-White being a better replacement for KDB than Eze.
Yeah, I would agree with
He'll
that.
get back. He'll track back.
I think Gibbs-White as a KDB replacement actually looks quite
I
good.
think I think Pep, do it and stop being too tactical. You'll be all right, mate.
He would get very tactical with Gibbs-White. And Pep would probably ruin him because that's what he does with these guys that we like.
But I think Eze could do the same thing though.
Do you want
now
Eze
he's
that
got-
deep?
Eze's passing range is not like more Gibbs-White's passing range.
That deep, yeah.
Do you want Eze that deep? Listen,
No.
I've seen him do it though for Crystal Palace. Now that Adam Wharton's come into the team and he's helped him, he's collecting the ball from deep and fizzing it into Eze. He's providing like more creativity in the 10. But he can play deep, Eze. I've seen him collect the ball from deep and
He doesn't.
run through the whole
He doesn't
team.
have that range of passing. Like Gibbs-White can pass the ball fast,
And he can
strong,
drive.
low, high. Like and he can carry the ball and he passes in transition. Like I think Gibbs-White is more of a Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
Start deep, carry it, link play, and all that. Eze's more of a give it to him, let him turn either side, and let him. He's got the range, but it's different. To play from deep is different.
I don't want to see Eze deep. I want to see him more high.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that your guy.
You've been spying at me for like 3 minutes.
Who's that?
Because he's been fighting for Rodgers for 4 weeks.
We're not Rodgers haters. I think Rodgers is sick.
Rodgers is sick. This is a great debate.
Rank them though. Rodgers, Palmer, Mainoo.
Well, I'm gonna go Palmer, Rodgers, Mainoo. Miles?
Miles?
This is annoying, man. This is annoying.
I know why it's annoying.
Rodgers, Palmer, Mainoo.
Palmer, Mainoo, Rodgers.
I'm going Palmer, Mainoo, Rodgers. Mainoo's upside is still so high.
Wait, Mainoo over Rodgers?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Now that's hateration.
Yeah, that's hateration. What?
Mainoo's so good.
Mainoo
course he's
over
very
Rodgers.
good.
Yeah.
Mainoo over
and both
Rodgers.
of them have got a problem with telling me what their position is.
You lot are going off the last season.
Mainoo's best season is not better than Rodgers' best season. So what are you talking about?
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Quality wise.
Yes, it is.
Quality?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Am I going?
Rodgers has had
Are you lot forgetting? Do you know he played in the Euros final?
who?
Mainoo in his first season. Do you lot know that?
Yeah, of
Oh, and how
course.
did he play? Did he stand up?
Very well. Are you joking?
Like, he had a good tournament. I'll give him that. Yeah, 100%.
Very well.
But you're going to international football.
I'm talking about his season. That was his season. His season got him there.
Who's got more goals in them? Mainoo or
Morgan Rodgers got more
It would be
goals.
Rodgers.
So Rodgers got better. He's got better end product,
Yes, 100%.
and he's a better
You
dribbler.
could say that, but he plays further forward.
Yeah. But yet you think that Mainoo's strongest position is
You
further
asked me to
forward.
rank them.
I don't think.
You're biased, and then I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm the least biased person.
I really like Rodgers. I just think Kobe Mainoo's like, it's Man United have been so bad this year. And I remember saying at the end of last year, there's a big problem coming for him because Man United fans are going to put so much on his back, and all the neutrals are going to want to bring him down so badly that when this season went really badly, it's like, he didn't necessarily get the arrows that I probably thought he was going to get. But at the same time, it did give people a lot of opportunity to just be like, one hit wonder, he's a fluke, he's not that guy. If you think that your eyes were lying and the metrics were lying and everything was lying to you when you saw Kobe Mainoo in that first 12 months, then cool. Football maybe not for you. We know who Kobe Mainoo is. We know how good he is. To me, he is a bit better than Morgan Rodgers. I think he's a decent amount better than Morgan
what,
Rodgers. Just his overall, as a ranking as a player, like you have to be able to rank players whether or not they play the exact same role. Kobe Mainoo, if you ask me to pick one of those two for a team that doesn't exist, I'm picking Kobe Mainoo today.
Well, just because of the level of consistency he brings. Like,
The quality for what he does in his role and what he does in his multiple roles, because they both have a problem. Morgan Rodgers and Kobe Mainoo, to me, of being able to look me in the eye and say, "This is my position."
I don't like how you minimalize
Is
consistency.
that down to the manager though? But go on.
And I don't like how you minimalize consistency.
No, consistency is everything.
Minimised.
I don't minimize
Minimize?
it.
Minimize?
I
You
don't,
know what you mean.
Mini-minter.
I don't minimize it or don't look at it as if it's a bad thing at all. Because I call Saka Mr. Consistent. That's why he is the best right winger of all these guys. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's
but
been
for the last
consistent.
2 rankings we did, you said you're just based backing him off consistency.
Who?
For the last 2 rankings we
The
did.
last 2 rankings we just did, yeah.
What? Morgan Rogers?
And Gibbs-White.
Yeah.
No, I think he's a better player than Kobe
But
Mainoo.
you brought up consistency as if it was a bad thing.
No, I'm saying that the consistency of Kobe Mainoo.
Miles, get out of the corner. No, I'm just get out. Because I'm watching. I want you out of the corner.
Let me explain.
Come to the middle of the club.
Let me just explain. That's all.
He's got his wristband.
Let me just explain. Let me explain. Actually, no, I don't want to explain.
He's sitting on the floor now in
Yeah, it's
the corner.
boring, man. It's the same.
He's doing a pipe bomb. Phone and taser.
CM Punk. Did you CM Punk it, man?
You told me you had a stinker this weekend, and I haven't heard what the stinker
I
is.
didn't.
Wait.
I didn't have a stinker.
From my left.
Oh, yeah, of course, that too. From my
At
left.
From My Left on TikTok, at From My Left on X, at From My Left on Instagram. We're growing on all of them. We've had really great weeks on all our platforms, including YouTube. We just dropped a bonus episode this week. We went with the best transfers on Thursday, worst transfers on Tuesday. That's just gearing up for the new show. We've also got Gilberto Silva, which we just announced. That was a massive episode. Had a lot of fun that day. Came in late. He came straight from TalkSport and Sky Sports.
Yeah, he did. He's wearing
And
the
was
same clothes.
just the nicest man. And was so good.
He was.
Just so classy. It gave us a lot as well.
Is that the first World Cup winner we've seen on a pod as a guest?
That's the first World Cup winner I've ever met.
Oh, I've met a few.
You'll find out on the episode how much you've made. We'll find out.
Yes,
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Can I just say, I didn't want to say this in front of Gilberto Silva, but now he's gone. I'm going to say it behind his back. Me and Pele is not a big deal.
What?
Like, bro, if I told you, yeah, how old are you? Okay.
He's talking like a crowd. He's talking to an 18-year-old right now.
I'm talking to an 18-year-old. I tell you I've met Pele. Yeah, but how does it feel to you? Exactly. It's terrible.
You are not 18.
No, but no.
Don't you
no, but
dare.
T.
Don't
Pele
you
don't
dare.
bang for me. Pele, Zico, Grincho,
Garincha.
George Best, if he
Nah,
was here.
but if you met Maradona though,
Socrates.
Socrates. All right, Madonna. No one cares, T.
I don't care about Madonna.
Yeah, but there's just some old school people that you have to you got to let them go. T, let them go. Let them go.
Doesn't matter. I met Pele. He's a World
He
Cup
was
winner.
Pele in Selfridges.
Oh yeah, Miles is the Pele of Selfridges.
Well, and what does that mean? It means he doesn't know who Pele is.
Facts. Yeah, but kids these days know who like the backup under 18s left back for Chelsea is. So
Lewis Skelly will get more picks than Pele outside Finsbury Park Station
but
today.
Pele will get a lot because he's no longer with us.
Station.
All right.
That's cheating.
Okay.
I put Lewis Kelly in Brazil. See what happens.
Put Lewis Kelly anywhere other than England.
No, forget Brazil.
I forget Finsbury Park Station then.
All right.
That's where the Arsenal shop is.
All right. Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, Pele's getting all the pictures.
Pele or Lewis Skelly?
Pele.
What?
So just to be clear, you see Pele, you see Lewis Kelly standing at the Eiffel Tower. Who you think is getting more picks?
Lewis Skelly.
Why?
8-year-old right back that blocked off Haaland.
White back.
Everyone. Sorry, left back, sorry. Did I say white back?
He's going wrong already.
Class. What a position. Let's retake. An 8-year-old white back that held off Haaland in a box. I'm sure 60% of Paris saw that.
I'm sure that 100% of Paris knows Pele's name at the very least.
Very least.
No offense.
That's offense. man.
Pele's not popular now.
I know what you mean. It's like a Mr. Blobby. Kids these days aren't seeing Mr. Blobby and thinking, "Rah, Noel's house party."
Mr. Blobby or Chunks?
Exactly. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wait, where? Outside Mount Etna.
Yeah.
Chunks is getting more pictures than
Of
Mr.
course,
Blobby.
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Mount Etna. What the hell?
Did that in Sicily.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Who's getting more selfies out of Chunks or Pele?
Where?
New York.
It's Chunks.
It's Chunks.
Better squad AMP.
Didn't Pele play for New York?
Pele did play for New York. Yeah, he's famous. The New York Cosmos.
You ready for this one?
Go on.
Who gets more selfies? Yeah? In London. Kai Cenat or Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Are you mental?
It's no, Kai Cenat. I honestly thought, no, I honestly.
I'm going Kai Cenat.
I honestly thought if he'd have said, I was trying to work out if there was someone he could say that would get more, and it was really hard for me to figure out who would get more. But Beyonce is the answer. Yes,
Yeah, 100%. There's people that don't know who Kai Cenat is.
Do you know how much kids would chase Kai Cenat?
Do you know how many adults
Would chase
Beyonce?
And kids.
All right,
with their
cool.
kids.
Mustafa. you see Kai Cenat or Beyonce walking, and you can only take one picture. Who are you going to?
Yeah, but he's an 18-year-old content creator.
Yeah.
And he fancies him.
He's got his same hairstyle.
It's interesting that the tables turn.
Anyway, Gilberto Silva. Gilberto, we never actually settled whether or not it was Gil or Jill.
Honestly, I was just playing it by ear.
Yeah,
during the whole episode. Because you kept saying Gilberto. Then I thought, why am I backing Miles?
Yeah.
Because I support Arsenal and that's how you support it.
You say Henry. I've never said that.
Henri.
What do you say?
See, now you say it right.
What do you say?
Henri.
Henry.
Yeah, Henri. As long as you don't say Henry, it's fine.
But that episode's dropping next week. It's a great one. We had a great time. He gave us a lot of great stories. Some about R9, some about Arsene Wenger, some about
Name changes.
music.
Do you know
name
he
changes.
confirmed, don't it? The UFO story.
The UFO story.
He confirmed
He
it.
gets a lot of detail on the UFO Ronaldo 98 World Cup final story.
Oh, and Miles has got a new name that we're going to debut next
Yeah,
week.
we're gonna
debut
next
it,
week.
What's your new name?
We'll debut it next week. Why would
Okay,
he
cool.
say it now?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize.
Yeah,
That's
check your mirrors, man.
No,
Check your
'cause,
mirrors.
yeah,
no,
'cause
but check them.
There's also Uncle Shabango coming as well. A lot's happening on from my left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Uncle Shabango.
But yeah, let me introduce the panel from my left. He didn't go to the FA Cup final. He went to the semi-final, though. He claims to be a Palace fan now. The whole country's a Palace fan now, apparently. His name's Geordie.
I'm not a Palace fan. I'm a Joe Walker fan. I went to the semis. I couldn't get a ticket to the final.
Got a semi.
Miles. I mean, come on, that was a good one.
Yeah, you got to let Miles. That's not usually Miles's remit.
Yeah,
I hate when Miles talks during my intro.
he's coming out slowly, and he wants the world to know.
Miles.
It's so dumb.
Miles. Call your mum.
What?
Let her know.
What? That I'm alive?
What you just said?
Out.
Let her know the joke you just said.
What? Oh, that Geordie had a semi at the semi?
Anyway,
Jordy not Jordan talk to me important, aka apparently Deadwood.
Wait, do you know what it means to me? I'm not laughing.
You gotta ask them. You gotta ask. Oh, you think I'm Chris Wood?
No, your wood's dead. You're not good in bed.
next on the panel from my left, he's representing his favourite brand in the world, Pony. He's obviously been repping Chris Wood, and he's brought a white box with him today.
Oh, I forgot about that. Boys, I made you a cake.
No way.
Yeah.
Did you make it or did someone buy it for you?
No, I made the cake. I was away with Snapchat. Was at the Snapchat farmhouse. Got invited by Snapchat. And I made a cake for my From My Left boys. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Specs Gonzalez' first ever time baking a cake.
That looks like
I'll be honest with you.
a crazy duck.
No, I'm actually impressed.
Is it?
I'm actually impressed. Because the first thing I thought is I would never eat anything you make.
That's paracetamol, by the way. Check your mirrors. It's paracetamol.
Why did you flinch?
Do you know what it is?
It's paracetamol.
Do you know why you're a G?
It's paracetamol.
It's not paracetamol. Do
No,
you know what it is?
you have to. Yeah, we're sticking to that. It's
Nah,
paracetamol.
it's-
Specs, talk us through your creation. This is Great British Bake Off.
Oh
Yeah,
my
so
God.
for the first time, I baked a cake, right? Had put an apron on. I stirred, yeah. And then I put these things, I don't know what they're called.
You know what that is, isn't it? It's
In
very,
a-
it's genius.
Yeah, of course. In a glass.
Geordie here.
This is my first time doing it. And then, yeah, man. It took me an hour, but it came last. Out of all, yeah, because obviously we had like loads of content creators who had millions of followers who have baked cakes before.
Right.
So it was my first time. But you know what? I thought, look, I'll share with the boys.
What was your inspiration?
Wait, 1 second. What are you doing? No, don't touch. That's because we're going to eat this after.
No, but I just want to take slice now.
No, but then we use a knife. We get a plate and we'll do it properly.
Yeah, but I could take a piece now.
What the hell is going on here?
I want to try the cake.
All right, let me just move this here because you're losing your mind. I know it looks delicious. I know you want peace.
Can I
But
have
you
a
wait.
bit?
You wait. You're acting like my daughter. You wait. But see, I don't. Again, you know me. I'm not a man that makes things.
At
This for me is like a. What's the word? It's a great achievement for me.
It's a milestone.
That's
a milestone.
what's the word. It's a
a
great
milestone.
achievement.
And have you noticed?
Sentence.
S, they allowed me to put the S on the top for Snapchat. Really? Shabango. Specs. What? This is a Shabango cake, man.
Shabango cake.
And what's that sticking out the side?
Paracetamol. So if you've got a headache, have some cake. Yeah, that's... it's genius.
If you got a headache,
Take some cake. Yeah. Oh, we're going to eat some after, and I want you to rate it.
Yeah, we got.
You got some cake on your neck.
We'll watch it. We'll try it on TikTok. Do a review.
This side.
How did I get there?
I don't know.
If you want to see us review Specs' cake, tune into our TikTok at From My Left. You guys might notice we're promoting that a lot more, but we got a lot of millions of views on TikTok.
So any flies? I don't know flies around it and stuff.
There's no
There's
flies,
no flies in here.
There's no
Leave it.
flies in
So
this
leave it.
room. It's
Just
fine.
leave
We
it
can
there.
Leave the
that
cake
later.
there, man.
You sure?
Yeah, no, leave it.
it's a shabango cake, man.
Nah, no, just leave it.
Oh, by the way, sorry guys. Shout outs Bakes by Namey. Namey Reed.
Name me, you know.
Yeah, Namey Reed.
Never heard that
Situation,
name in my
man.
life ever. Name me. Name me. Name me.
Name me.
Name me.
Stop. Let him go. Let
It's
him go.
mad though, isn't it? Name me. We're gonna name her Name Me. Well, Amy Love? No, Name Me. Okay. Well, we named her Name Me.
You
know,
to
hey,
leave him. I told you to leave him.
Miles, you needed siblings. You did.
I did. I got older sister, but she left.
No. You needed siblings closer to your age.
Name Me.
By the way, I'm going to introduce you to my new friends I met at the Snapchat event.
Yeah.
George and Danny. And Danny's from Chicago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Chi-town.
Yeah. Bro,
Just
what's
trying to
going on?
get.
What is...
Name Me Read. Name Me Read.
Okay, but who's it's facing? Do you think there's a camera there? Just take this. Let's not do that, man. Ooh.
Oh.
Next on the panel, we've got some news for him, and it's that Arsenal's right back, left back, centre back. You tell us, Jurrien Timber has just had ankle surgery.
Oh man, we're down bad.
Well, you're all right because you said we need fullbacks now.
Can't sell Kiwior.
Yeah, no, we still might get rid of that option. Oh, what happened to him though? Why did he get surgery?
Sounds like Arteta might have mismanaged that injury.
Yeah, because you know I found out about footballers. Footballers, when they get injured, they want their body to naturally heal. But sometimes that's not the case. Then they decide at the end they'll get surgery, and now that delays everything. I found out yesterday.
Yeah, a lot of players will try and play through a small thing, it gets bigger, and then by the time the surgery comes along, it's like Jason Tatum in the NBA. He did his ankle against the Knicks. They were losing anyway. They were going to lose that game anyway.
No,
so don't let a
he
Boston fan
was
tell you
having a game.
otherwise. But he got surgery the next day because it was just like, look, it's going to be, it's
gonna
not
be worse.
worth waiting. It's just get through this process early because players are better at recovering from surgery as long as the manager at the other end manages the recovery after the surgery, which sounds like maybe Mikel Arteta is responsible for being a bit slack.
There's another way of looking at this though. Jurrien Timber could look at Ben White and say, I blame you to some degree because you should have been fit. Like, where was you for half the whole season?
I blame you for me being injured.
Don't do that.
Where was you, bro? I had an ACL, came back fit. You went out injured.
So Ben White can blame Timber then.
Ben White should blame Tomiyasu.
Oh God.
So who does Tomiyasu blame? Let's keep going.
Arteta for signing.
Oh, he blames Tierney.
Where Tierney blames Tavares because he went on loan and he should have been there to help him out.
Tavares blames.
And it was actually all Zinchenko's fault because he gets paid more than all of them and is basically just a mascot.
So basically, we're going to need another left back this season.
Sounds like it. Because apparently, even though you said Timber's not a left back and he doesn't play left back and he won't play
No, he
left
can
back,
play left back.
but you need a new left back.
But we do need a new left back. AKA Wells, AKA the best looking guy on YouTube. AKA, it's coming next week. It's coming next week.
I think I like your new AKA, and I can't wait.
It's actually strong.
I can't wait for you to land
In
it.
fact, it's got a backstory as well. It's very good.
You gonna change your name completely?
Complete. That's my name, bro.
Like everywhere on film.
Yeah, Miles,
that's class.
AKA that.
That's class.
Yeah, that's it.
Change your Twitter name, everything.
Yeah, Miles, AKA that. That's it. It's there.
No. That should be your name. No more Miles.
Nah, because-
we know you.
No,
I'm doing the same with Uncle Shabango. Space is going.
Nah, I can't. It's just algorithm.
And he
No,
changed his
it's
name.
algorithm. Yeah, you did.
Fun fact.
And you
card,
changed yours.
He wasn't born Tigo.
No, I wasn't.
You changed yours.
Huh?
You changed yours. What's your real name? What's your French name? Your Congolese name?
Yeah.
Do you know what? It's actually a common misconception that Congolese people have another name at yard. But no, I'm Geordie. I'm just Geordie.
Who named you? Your dad or your mum?
That's a great question. It's my mum because my dad was going to call me Fabrice.
Who named you? Your dad or your mum?
I'm named after my dad, so my dad.
Who named you? Your dad or your mum?
Miles, I couldn't give 62. But if I could name them, I'll say come back.
Oh,
That is actually, that joke, yeah,
Yeah.
It doesn't stop it.
No, it made me dizzy though.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I shouldn't laugh at that.
No.
Laugh, of course.
Do you think? Let me ask you a question, respectfully. Do you think your mum and dad have upstairs like just reconnected? Oh, how you doing? How you been?
Nah, because my mum passed away long before, she would have found someone else. There's no way my mum from 1995 sat and waited for my dad to come upstairs.
It happens.
So if you,
Yeah. So
Great question.
So who's your mum with right now?
Upstairs.
when is Luther Vandross gone?
Yes.
Luther Vandross, probably not with your mum, probably with somebody on the
probably
other
with the
side.
dad.
It's probably with your dad.
Probably with your dad, if anything.
It could be with your dad.
Wait, are you saying my dad's with Luther Vandross?
No, your dad was active. Your dad was
That would
active.
be, I would love that, man. That's when we can, really say why for that. But let's
Who did your mum like?
My mum was into very a lot of Congolese. Did I tell you? I told you my mum was gonna get married to a Congolese man.
That's why. Okay, yeah.
So that's why I'm close to the Congolese culture. I've never said this before. But Uncle Felipe, he was my he was meant to be my stepdad till she went. His name was Felipe. Yeah,
Uncle Felipe.
yeah. Felipe.
So who's she up there with? Obviously, she was watching a lot of like Harry Enfield and all that stuff because you were watching.
Yeah, but he ain't gone, is he?
No. I don't know if there's someone else from that era that might not be with us anymore.
Someone from the Bill.
Oh,
She loved the Bill.
Reg Valentine.
She loved the bill.
She loved the Bill.
Corey, not Corey. Rory.
Rory what?
Rory was in the bill.
You think my mum?
Rory was in
looks,
EastEnders.
Wait a
I
minute.
think he did the bill as well.
Wait
you
a
know.
minute.
I think he did
wait
that
a
one as
minute.
well. You know.
We're talking about my mum, and you're talking about Rory.
Yeah, Rory Jennings.
No. I mean, they're the same age, but no. No. That's a great question, man. Who would my mum be with?
Prince,
No, she's not into Prince.
Michael Jackson.
Hey, can I ask you something, Miles? You asked Specs, who did his mum like? So do you know your mum's crushes?
Yeah, I know who she liked Prince a lot.
Prince's musical, his jeans cut out with his bum.
Oh, probably both. Probably both. She really liked Prince though. She loved
Dennis
Prince.
Rodman.
No, not Dennis Rodman. Ian Wright. She
Oh, is it?
fancied- Yeah, young Ian Wright. She had the poster was on the wall. Ian Wright.
Your mum had a poster of Ian Wright?
Yeah, with his top off.
What?
Yeah, it was on the wall. Ian Wright.
What, in her room? Or in the corridor? No, because it's an important question.
Yeah, of course
Where
it is.
was the poster? Was
It's
it
a
in the
lot of
corridor for
content.
everyone to see?
Yeah.
Or secretly?
Under the bed.
Listen,
No, where?
behave.
And that's where Kanye West's mum kept all her stuff.
By the way, my mum never had no posters in her room. That wasn't her thing.
There were
for
no-
grown
it
women
was-
back in the day. So what, I mean, if it's not a calendar, was that a calendar?
No, it was
No,
a big poster.
It was the middle pages of, you remember Goals in the Sun? Just in the middle pages.
No one's mum should have posters.
No, mum. And it's not like Ian Wright is celebrating. He's in jeans. So he's taking a photo of himself and sending it to her. No, so why is he not celebrating?
He didn't do this. He didn't do this. It's a picture of Ian Wright, obviously when he was younger.
But where
younger
was the
days.
picture?
In the living room. There, boom. Then it got moved. Then it was Quincy Jones was on the wall.
I thought the poster got moved.
Around the room.
Boys, I'm getting boys. Bro, I'm gonna hit you with this.
Oh my God.
Bro, chill.
So your mum had a crush on Prince and Ian Wright.
Prince and Ian Wright, yeah, those are the standout.
Who would
two.
you choose out of the two to be your stepdad?
Probably, yeah, Uncle Ian, innit?
Over Prince.
You choose Ian Wright over Prince.
Prince, man.
What? What do you mean Prince, man?
You don't want Prince to be your
Of
stepdad.
course you do.
He can fight.
Paisley
He could play
Park.
basketball.
And he can play.
He could play that cat can ball.
And you'd be richer.
Then yeah.
Prince has got way more money than you, right?
You've picked wrong, man.
Yeah, you picked wrong.
I picked right.
He looked at that poster for too long.
So you don't know your mum's crushes?
I could probably pick it. I could probably figure it out. Yeah, like David Bowie probably.
Makes sense.
Which one's that?
The one with the gold hair.
He's no longer with us for the movie Labyrinth.
David Bowie, innit?
Well, Bowie.
Let's call him Bowie.
I couldn't. I don't know. I'd have to think, but they're probably quite obvious.
See, when you was young, if you see your dad with another woman, would you tell your mum?
Be honest. Because they were together.
It's too hypothetical because I didn't see my dad anywhere. Like,
What? Your dad left?
no, but like, what? You talk about in my house, my mum's house.
D, now.
No,
No, it's a great question.
I'd leave them be. It's not my business at this stage. It's not my business.
But would you give him that look like, what's going on?
It's not my business.
You wouldn't look at him any kind of way. You just wouldn't give him.
It's you lot. If you lot knew my parents, you would know how impossible this hypothetical scenario is for me to construct.
Why, they
But
hold hands all the time. Sitting down, sitting at home, holding hands at home, going to the kitchen.
that's not what I mean. No,
Oh.
that's not what I mean. No, I just think I just let people. I mostly let people live their lives. It's their business. Why you get involved? What would you do if you saw your sister was cheating on her husband?
I tell my husband.
What?
I tell my husband.
Wait, that's bad as well. You would tell her husband if you saw your sister cheating.
Nah, man, because I gave you. Nah, man.
I
Nah,
gave you
nah,
what?
nah. Nah, I was there for the wedding. I bought the suit, everything. You wasted my
What,
time.
is that why you were
Oh, you
telling
made it about you.
Because of the suit.
You made it about you.
Get out.
Nah, it's my sister. Obviously, I'll speak to her first, but I'll be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing, really? What are you doing?
Specs.
Oh, I love him. Oh, you better tell him before I tell him.
Specs, if you saw Dazza cheating on his wife, what are you gonna do?
I wouldn't care.
No.
Like, I will just wait for Daz to get caught and start laughing, and he'll do the same thing to me. I think that's the fun thing. But I think getting involved in
Other
we call it
people's
Sawati, I feel like okay, my mum married to my dad. They live in the same house, and I see my mum with the next man or my dad with the next woman. I wouldn't care.
All right, so let's do this then. Right, you are Colo Torre, and you're in a restaurant, and you look over, and there's Ashley Cole and Jose Mourinho. What are you doing?
I'm telling Wenger because it's football,
Right.
And that's Ashley Cole, who was
That's your friend, though.
he's my friend, but it's, you know what it is? It's like I don't want to lose him because Mourinho just come in and I've seen what Mourinho's doing. I'm like, brother, he's going over there. Mourinho's building a mad team. I'll be mad. But that's different to my household.
Okay.
All right, then.
But however,
got a better
if
one.
my dad's a billionaire, and he is cheating on my mum, I am protecting him at all costs.
It makes sense. It's the right.
Because if I G him up and he leaves, where am I getting my money from?
All right, how about this? You are at a meeting at the BBC, but they're having it at the restaurant dining area. And you look over and Tyreek's having a meeting with KSI and the Sidemen about joining and leaving Step Brothers. Are you telling PK? Are you talking to Tyreek? Or are you just going, good luck?
We're gonna find out what type of stepbrother you are right now.
Exactly. Integrity is everything, Gonzalez. I want to see if you're integral.
I ain't telling PK, but I have to call Tyreek first.
To find out what the deal is.
Yeah, what T, what's going on there?
And what if he says,
None of your business, brother.
no, I'm on my way? Or I'm 50-50.
Yeah, then I would say you got to tell the group.
Okay.
I would tell him. If not, I will tell the group. And you see me in groups. I'll spill the tea. Guys, everybody wake up. We've got a meeting now.
But yeah, boys, FA Cup is now Crystal Palace's.
Yay!
It's not the first time we've seen this though.
It's the first time in a while. Like City and Liverpool dominated cups for a while, and Chelsea, they dominated cups
And United.
for a while.
No, it's the first. Oh my God.
United just lost the FA Cup.
Wigan beat Man City.
Yeah.
What was that? FA Cup as well?
That was FA Cup. Yeah.
Ben Watson.
Yeah.
But that
And
was a
Wigan
good
got
win.
relegated that season.
Was that the year they got relegated?
Yeah.
It was.
Roberto Martinez.
And it was in Europe.
And you went Everton.
Yeah. That's crazy. I'd be
We
in
need more
Europe
of
and
that.
relegated.
But it was a good year because remember, Bologna won the FA Cup of Italy.
Go Ahead Eagles won the Dutch Cup.
Spurs lost though.
Go ahead, won the
Eagles.
Dutch Cup. I never knew this.
Go ahead, Eagles.
Oh my God.
The Dutch Cup. The only one he didn't. He won everything was Barca, innit? Barcelona came out of nowhere and just
No.
did what they needed to do. They did. They won all their domestic.
No. The Copa del Rey.
They won everything, bro.
Did they win the Copa del Rey?
They won everything. They won 3 trophies this season.
Those people, okay.
Yeah, Barca done everything.
Bologna. Who won the German Cup?
Yeah, Leverkusen.
Oh yeah, I think underdogs make the story better. Make the story way better, man.
Well, Eberechi Eze, after the game, cracked open a can of Virtue.
Before the game, see? National anthem.
Oh, was that before the game?
Yeah, the mascot's in front of him.
We talked about this. Obviously, we're not gonna. This is not an advert. We are shareholders. From my left is a company. Everyone here is an equal shareholder, and we now are shareholders and partners with Virtue. And Virtue also has shareholders like Eberechi Eze, Chris Smalling. But yeah, man, Virtue is my drink of the summer. I don't know about you lot. I've got a case at home.
Mine just came today.
I've got 3 cases out.
3 boxes.
Mine came today as well, funny enough. And I'm going to be handing some of them out to the boys that play football on Sunday. Give them a bit of virtue, give them a bit of oomph.
By the way, your friend, I've made my decision, your friend that plays at Ballers League,
Yes,
he's the best player there. What's his name?
Bilal.
Bilal is the best player at Ballers
Smalls.
League.
Short
Bilal,
one, short one,
aka
right?
One,
Yep.
yeah, Smalls.
Bilal, aka Smalls is the
Purple
best
kit.
player.
Yeah, purple kit. Yeah.
Wicked.
Smalls, wicked.
Well done.
He's been doing it in goals for years. Though.
Well done.
He played for England as well at one point.
Is it?
He's played for England. Yeah,
Well
same
done.
thing, like
Well
7s
done,
or
Miles.
5s.
Well done.
Bilal.
Well done, Miles.
Thank you, man. We got ballers.
You got good friends though,
We got good ballers. What do you mean?
like Bilal, Taser,
Yannick.
P Money, Yannick.
Yeah, all your friends I could bring to my house and not worry about them.
You told us that your cousin's Junior Hoilett.
It's not my cousin, but it's like family. I've known Junior Hoilett for years, man.
Then another friend. There you go.
Years. I've known him for years. But that's a whole nother link up, though.
Does he say Crody?
Nah. I ain't heard him say Crody, though. But he talks like a yard man, innit? He's from Jamaica.
Oh, he's from Jamaica, not Canada.
But a lot of Jamaicans migrated to Canada, innit?
So does he say Crody?
He probably does. I've never heard him say it, though. When I'm
say
around
top
him,
left.
they talk more Jamaican, innit? We talk
Yeah.
like patois and that. But he probably does say Crody. Could be. I never heard him say it, though. But yeah, Hoilett, he's class.
And when's Junior Hoilett coming on this show?
Junior, when you're ready. He said whenever. He had some business that take care of. Took care of that business.
Sorry.
So now-
I've had enough.
Ready
Can I
to go.
glass him quickly?
Yeah,
Go on.
please.
When are you bringing a guest on the show?
I bought a few, actually.
No, when are you bringing a guest on the show?
I bought a few.
Okay, but when are you bringing a guest on the show?
Well, I'm going to have a few.
Well, is this a glitch?
Because I don't know what he's
He's got to talk to his husband.
This is a glitch.
I don't have a husband. Got a wife. Got a wife.
Oh man.
Have to confirm it.
I would love it if Miles had a husband secretly. I would love that.
No, that's not.
I
the
would be
story.
closer to you.
Well, you'd be his husband, probably.
It's impossible.
Dazzle would be fuming if you married Miles.
Why are we talking about this?
Because you said it. It wasn't us. You said my, which means yours. No, nothing to do with us.
Boys, Dwight Gayle retired.
That's a big one.
Which one? Who?
Dwight Gayle.
Dwight Gayle
Oh,
retired.
you know what? I thought you said, boys, the white girl retired.
And he said which one?
You said it doesn't say which white girl retired.
By the way,
Daniel.
Bianca.
by the way, I always said to myself, I believe Podolski and Dwight Gayle look alike.
Oh, really?
Can you see it? Can you see it?
Ooh, the nose. a
Okay.
bit.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
I've
see
always said it.
Yeah.
No,
Paul Dwight Gayle looks like my missus.
she don't.
Dwight Gayle's class. And I hope that he made as much money as Football Manager says he made in his career. Because every time he would go up, he'd get a big payday.
Yeah, go on, Specs, check.
No, I'm not even check. I just message him saying, I'm going to message him. Why?
Yeah, I saw him on a podcast the other day in Scotland. It was great. He was going at Steve Bruce. Steve Bruce had to respond in a press conference.
Something's told me that you've come into some collusion or cohesion with Mr. White.
Mr. White.
Yeah. Gayle.
Dwight Gayle. Go
Mr.
on.
White.
Talk me through this, whatever's going on in
No,
your
something
brain
just tells
right
me
now.
that you've met him. You've met every
Yeah, I've met
footballer under the
Dwight
sun.
Gayle, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Just somebody I thought you would run into.
Oh, Puncheon won the league as manager,
Yeah,
by the way.
he's promoted.
Yeah.
That's
Oh no, yeah,
cold.
promoted. Yeah.
In
Yeah, that's
Cyprus.
cool. Big up Punch for
Yeah,
that. That is
Puncheon
cold.
won the league. I know everything that's going on. I know everything.
Let me tell you something. We're cynical and we can talk to you guys about this and you guys can just accept it and we can talk about this in real life. Whoever gets the Punch interview, whichever podcast gets a Jason Puncheon interview, they're going to get that. That's an episode. That's a classic.
I've got some
He's got a lot
questions.
to talk
I've got
Never
some
tried
questions.
to speak to him, but obviously I've spoken to him before, but he is a great guy, an unbelievable career, and 100% he's a guy that knows things that other people don't know.
He's got a journey though.
Great
He's
journey.
done a lot, bro. It's good to talk about.
Specs, are you still messaging Dwight Gayle?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that Anthony Alanga follows you now.
Yeah. But that was coming. Obviously, he's PK's friend, so just every time they met, I hadn't met up with him. But that's coming. And once I see Evra and PK, that's coming too. 100%. It's coming.
Yeah.
Boys, how many first team Manchester City players need to be replaced? They've lost this FA Cup final. They're not going to finish in the top 2. They've signed a load of players in January. Only one of them's really been a starter. What actually needs to change at Manchester City next year?
Right back, goalkeeper.
Right back goalkeeper. So
Why-
they
sorry.
need a new right back and they need.
Why
a
are you
new
saying goalkeeper?
Because they got two they don't trust.
There's been talk about Edison going. It was last summer as
Saudi.
well.
Yeah, last
Saudi?
season.
Yeah.
Saudi,
Okay. Goalkeeper,
Right back, centre back.
I would say left back because I think Gavardio's moving in.
Yeah. If you move Guardio into centre back, that takes care of a centre back job.
I think you got to keep playing
Gavardio left back.
the left back, the tall asking you.
Oh, O'Reilly.
O'Reilly, yeah.
Develop him. There's something there.
Do you think Pep's going to take that chance though? I mean, he'll keep him around, but I don't think
I
he's
don't think
going
he'll
to
take that
bank
chance.
on him. But he's letting Kirkez just go.
We're getting a different Pep. Remember when Undertaker came out as badass?
Yeah.
We're getting a different
That's
Pep.
what I feel like.
No, I
yeah.
think you're gonna see Pep come out in like tracksuit or something. We're gonna get a different Pep.
Riding a motorbike to the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
And
sick.
Midfielder, obviously.
a new creative midfielder. Yeah.
yeah.
Gibbs-White,
Kevin De Bruyne.
definitely.
I think they'll go more glamorous than that.
I think they need two.
Do you think they have to sell?
Players,
Yes.
some players need to walk away from there.
Oh, players are going to go because he's got old players. He's got John Stones who's old. He's got, and not saying Akanji and Ake are old, but they're probably older than he probably expected them to stay around for.
What does selling look
Edison
like?
is old by Pep standards.
What does selling look like for City though?
Jack Grealish.
Haaland, Grealish.
Sell Haaland.
I don't know. It's not working. It's at that point where we talked about it wouldn't work if everything didn't fall perfectly when they first signed him, and everything fell perfectly.
You signed a 10-year deal yesterday.
What's that got to do with selling someone?
They're not selling him. In fact, they said you're here for life.
I still genuinely believe that there's a deal to be done where Bayern throw money and Kane at City, and City do that deal.
You really want Kane there.
Kane and Marmoush. Kane and Marmoush.
It's mad.
I'm with you. Like when you was, I saw you create this Haaland and City separation. I was like, what are you doing? But you know what? It's true, man. It don't work. Haaland's got to go. It's either Haaland goes or Pep goes. He's right.
Pep goes.
Pep does not go.
Pep goes. Pep goes at the end of next year.
So who's more important to City?
Pep
Pep
is.
Guardiola or
Pep.
Pep
No,
Haaland.
it's not close.
Yeah, Pep is.
so Haaland's got to go.
Well, maybe, but
I don't think he's
that's
got
not
a goal,
how it's going to
but
work.
He's an asset.
But Haaland for Kane makes sense for Pep.
I know, cool, but you've just made City old.
Yeah, but it's a better transition from Kane than it is from Haaland, because Haaland ain't going to change who he is.
Yeah. But the thing is that Man City don't have that much assets though when you think about it. They honestly don't.
It's interesting. You're right.
They don't.
Unless they want to sell Foden.
Yeah. Foden or
Don't sell
Grealish.
Foden. Don't sell Foden.
It's true, but once you hit the top team, there is no more selling.
Nah, there is though.
There is
like,
though, yeah.
What? He sold Jacques Cancelo.
No, we didn't.
He walked out. He walked out.
There's some OGs you got to keep in there.
He sold Alvarez though. Fair enough.
Yeah, Julian
No.
Alvarez.
They sold Alvarez.
Yeah, but Alvarez,
That was a bad
Alvarez
sell.
wanted to go to where the sun
You're
was.
right. No, you're right. But they made money, like, because it negates my point now. I hear it.
But you got to keep. I think Bernardo Silva has to stay.
Nah, he has to go.
You got to try and get some money for Nunez. Good luck. You'll get some money. You're not going to get
Do
your
you know
money
what?
back.
Do you know what?
Villa.
Do you know what? I see him staying and improving that right back. You know, I see it.
Kovacic, too old probably to get some money for. Okay, Gundogan, too old to get money for.
There's no
But
assets.
see,
there.
some players you can keep as squad players though.
But it feels like this is a team of squad players now. All of a sudden, these guys who were dominating the league, it feels like a team of squad players. Jeremy Doku, do you bet the house on him next year or do you move him on?
No, you keep and start Jeremy Doku.
So you're keeping everyone.
No.
Oscar Bob?
No, of course you keep Oscar Bob.
You saw
We saw him at the station.
You saw
He
us.
blanked us. Huh?
Savinho?
Yeah, you keep him.
You're keeping
I'm not keeping
Phil
everyone.
Foden?
All right, so let's do the 11 now. Let's
Go
do the
on.
11.
No, let's
do the 11.
sell some players. Let's
sell-
not do the 11. Let's sell some
You
players.
sell Oscar Bob.
All right, cool. What do you mean you saw Oscar Bob?
You might as well.
Why?
Because I spent bare dough on Savinho, I spent bare dough on Doku. Oscar Bob is academy product.
And
It's fast
Marmoush.
money.
And Marmoush.
It's fast and Marmoush. It's fast money.
No,
It's
but,
get
you,
rid-
but you, what about home? You forget about HG.
He's
homegrown.
Norwegian.
English
He's
players.
He's still homegrown.
He's still homegrown.
He's still homegrown.
Yeah, but Foden's homegrown.
You
Foden's
keep-
there.
Foden is an asset they should be looking at. though.
Foden has
They
a start.
can't sell him, though.
Foden has a start.
Here's the defenders. You have to sell two.
Yeah.
Ruben Diaz, Kuzanov, Ake, Akanji, Stones, Vitor Reis, Gavardio, Rico Lewis.
I sell Akanji. I sell Ake because fitness is
30
not
years
available.
old, okay.
Yep. And I sell Stones because it just looks like Guardiola does not.
I sell Akanji and Stones. I think Akanji, you can get some value out of Akanji.
Again, Akanji
He's a good player.
Akanji has to start.
Nah, he doesn't, because you've got Guardiola and Diaz that could play. Akanji doesn't have to start.
You're
He doesn't
right.
have to start.
I agree with him.
He doesn't
I
have
agree
to
with Miles. I think
That's why you call him him. That's why you call him him.
Gavardio and Diaz are the centre backs for Manchester City.
Yeah,
next
that's the
year.
centre backs now. That's a good centre back
And
pairing.
Stones has probably got to get out of the way. Kuzanov comes in as the second, third choice, and you keep one of Ake and Akanji.
No, on Foot Manager, I have two. I have 2 players per position.
Yeah, that would be 2 players per position.
So Akanji behind Diaz, if you want,
Yeah.
and Gavardio behind another left-footed centre back.
No, but Gavardio ahead of
Gavardio ahead of.
Kuzanov.
Did I see Kusanov and Guardiola beef the other day?
There's rumours of something going on.
Yeah.
But you got Vitor
can't
Reis
talk
and,
English.
and you got Vitor Reis. Vitor Reis, who they believe a lot in.
T, don't ever bring out a player I've never heard of in my life. Who the flip is Vitor
They just
Reis?
signed
Sounds
him
like-
from.
Sounds like a wrestler.
They just signed him.
All
Literally.
right, that's our 4 sorted. That's our 4 sorted. Forget the 5th Vitor Reis.
So you sold Ake and Stones.
Yeah. Huh? Yes. Do Ake Stones.
It's time to move on from them. Do you sign anyone? Because you've obviously got Rico Lewis, who could play right back.
Yeah.
You got O'Reilly.
Yeah. Don't you dare.
It makes sense.
No, you don't.
Selling Rico Lewis.
Oh, selling Rico Lewis makes sense.
You don't
though.
sell young English versatility, I don't think.
I understand why you don't sell him, but you got to understand why I'm selling him.
There's money.
It's an asset.
There's money.
Yeah, that's a
It's
big
an
asset. It's an asset.
But you're not offloading a big wage. I think in Akanji and Stones, you're offloading big wages as well. You're probably getting some money, you're getting a big wage off, and you're kind of just putting the pressure on the other guys and saying, it's you lot's team now. Rico Lewis is a great option.
He's
always.
very important to see.
Midfield,
He's
right back.
very important to see.
I
Very.
haven't seen it.
Yeah, because Guardiola's an idiot.
Exactly.
But we're getting a new Guardiola anyway.
Who's that?
The badass Guardiola. We saw this already.
Badass Guardiola.
Badass
Comes out-
Guardiola.
comes out
next year.
Leather jacket.
Guardiola badass.
Cowboy boots.
Oh, hey, Mustafa, that's your first job, by the way. Badass Guardiola. Yeah. Don't worry, we'll talk later.
All right then, Miles, you got to get rid of 2 midfielders if you're Manchester City. You got Rodri, Nico Gonzalez, Matheus Nunes, Matheus Kovacic, Ilkay Gundogan, Bernardo. You know what? You got to get rid of 3.
4, yeah.
You got to get rid of
I
3
was thinking-
because one of them's got to go just for being old. So you got to get rid of 3 midfielders out of Rodri, Nico Gonzalez, Matheus Nunes, Matheus Kovacic, Ilkay Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Claudio Echeverri, James McAtee, and Nico O'Reilly.
Gundy, he goes. Gundogan's gone. Kevin De Bruyne's gone.
So that's your 2 most experienced players.
Yeah. Well, Kevin De Bruyne's retired. Gundy can't run anymore. And then the third person up,
Kevin De Bruyne's not retired.
he's basically retired, man. He's retired from Man City mentally. He's checked out over there. He can't do it. 38 games.
I love the way you always find a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last one, Kovacic. Kovacic
So
is
you're just getting rid of the
You got
3
rid of all
oldest.
3. Why don't you get rid of you know what? Don't worry.
Matheus Nunes is there. Surely you're
But
keeping...
Matheus, like you said, Nunes can play right back. He's versatile. He can play. So I'll keep him there. As an
I
option.
think if Nunes goes into a meeting with Pep, his exit meeting at the end of this season, and goes, Pep, what's next year? And he goes, more games at right back. If you're Nunes, you're like, yeah, let me speak to my agent.
But Pep said, I don't like this guy centre mid. Yeah. I didn't say that. He said that.
Nah, because I still got Silva, and if I had to pick out a Silva or Kovacic, I'll keep Silva. But I still think Silva's someone that can go as well. But Kovacic is not needed anymore because when you get back Rodri, you can have Rodri, Silva. You'll get another creative midfielder. You've still got McAtee in there.
Is there a chance that the Nico Gonzalez thing's just a waste of time?
That's a player I don't store. We know why he came in. He came in for that Rodri situation.
I don't.
He was a waste of time. He
I
can't
don't
keep up
wanna-
with the pace of the Prem.
I don't want to judge him. I want to see how
It's
he
always
does.
tough first 6 months.
Yeah, I don't want to judge him.
Especially coming in January.
I'll see what he says after the preseason. I'll tell McAtee though.
But like,
Sell McAtee.
You saw McAtee.
Again, there's value.
There is value.
He's gone.
They've given him a good. They've put him in a shop window well this year.
Yeah, FA Cup
So
games.
get him out.
Prem. Yeah, he has. But like I just said, though, Man City don't have no assets. They don't have no good assets.
But what I'm saying is Man City's ethos has always been selling these academy products. So I don't know why we're shying away from it.
Do you think they're kind of holding back from doing that now? Because most of their
But that
products they
doesn't
sell,
make space.
it's not.
That brings money, but it doesn't make space.
No, but now it does because I'm talking about the ones that are in the first team.
Yeah.
None of them are really in the first team.
They're in the 23-man squad.
That's not the first
You're
team.
talking about
That's the
fringe.
first team squad.
You think they're
It's not the
fringe?
first team? They're definitely outsiders to the first
Bro,
11.
you know what's mad? City are in trouble.
Well, let's do this.
In trouble.
There's two. You got to get rid of 2 attackers. You got to get rid of 2 attackers. So who you getting rid of? Jeremy Doku, Jack Grealish, Phil Foden, Savinho, Oscar Bob, Erling Haaland, Omar Marmoush.
Obviously, I don't know why he's not playing Jack Grealish. That's my guy.
Yeah.
And I'm expecting Jack Grealish's representatives to be talking to clubs right now.
100%.
If Jack Grealish is there next year,
He's wasting his time.
then yeah,
He's wasting his time.
It's definitely.
He's just resting. He's resting on that
move.
treble and the Prem after that. That's what he's resting on. Then.
No, I don't think he's planning to rest. He's got 2 years left on his contract though, and if a team doesn't come in
But
to
it's
pay
like,
him that
but
money,
how does the team come in? If he's on
100
400k a week, if he's on 400k a week,
400k.
something mad.
Say 250 then.
Let me
250.
let me know what
300K.
Grealish is on. I'm being nosy here because just see if he can move. Because he has to take a pay cut if he has to move.
Jack Grealish allegedly, according to AI, earns about 300 grand a week.
Well, that is a lot to replace.
That is. So he would take a pay cut.
If you're City, you probably want to get 200 of that off the books, and then probably pay his next club 100 grand just to get it off the books and get some money back.
That's realistic. Someone coming in for Grealish and give him 200 back is realistic.
Does he go back?
To Aston Villa,
Yeah.
maybe.
That looks
I don't
promising.
think they're going to pay him 200 grand a week.
I think they will.
I think they could.
Where to play where?
Where he plays all his left mids that drift in.
Yeah, that left drift in
I
there.
suppose. With Asensio and Rashford gone.
But Emery's
He's by Rashford.
Emery's similar to Guardiola as well, where he likes to rotate players for the games he's playing. Like he doesn't really. I think Grealish needs to go somewhere. Grealish needs to be somewhere where he's going to play all the time.
Arsenal.
There's a worry that place might not exist, you know.
No, there is.
Well,
It is.
No, the worry is actually that he can't play all the time.
What? That he get injury prone? You're saying?
That's not what's going on, though.
Yeah.
We know that's not what's going on.
It's got enough to do with injuries.
Listen, I'm sure I'm not making this up. I already can't do. Well, I think it was an opinion of a doctor that he can't play more than 3 games in a row, whatever.
Wow.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
He didn't make it off the bench in the cup final. Pep and Jack Grealish that's the problem. The problem he might have injury problems. That's possible. The problem with him at Manchester City is between this man, and it doesn't.
And he brought on everybody.
He did not bring on Jack Grealish when looking for a goal in a cup final.
Oh, he bought on that. Is that you?
Yeah,
The guy from Argentina.
And again, it's like when Arteta doesn't play the Butler kid. He's telling you, read into this. Don't skip this information. When Pep says, I'm not bringing Jack Grealish on in a cup final where you're 1-0 down, this is a 29-year-old who has been a game changer for most of his career. I'm not bringing him on. He's telling you, read between the lines, everybody.
Is he telling everybody, as well as telling Jack Grealish, next season you're not playing?
Jack Grealish is under no uncertain terms about whether or not he's playing for Man
Grealish
City
is
next
smart.
year.
Grealish is smart. He knows.
His team's smart. His team has
Grealish
to
is
be
smart.
smart.
He knows what's going.
So where does Jack, quickly, where does he go, Jordy?
I think he wants to stay up there in the north side of England.
Can you see him abroad?
I could see him. Can I see him abroad? Yeah, of course I could see him abroad. I don't think anyone's rich enough to pay for him, though. I could see him going United.
I know he's going.
Yeah.
Gibbs-White goes Man City. Grealish goes Nottingham Forest. Part of the deal.
It's interesting.
It's a good swap deal, but I don't know.
Very good swap deal.
It's a very good swap deal. I don't know if Jack Grealish is going to go to Forest, though.
Would
If they don't make Champions League as well.
But Europa's fine.
No,
Because Jack wants to play football at this point.
Yeah.
No, of course. And obviously, like you said, he's 29. He's come to the end of his career, but you're not going to...
29 is not the end of your
I mean,
career.
Come to the end of
no,
your
bro.
career.
Jack Grealish has no right now to say to anyone that he wants Champions League football.
Of course he can.
He
I've
can't.
won the
I
treble.
I think he's got the right.
I've just won the
But
treble.
you haven't played. You do
But
that,
if anything,
you do that when you're playing. When you're playing and doing your thing.
If anything, you've just earned yourself an extra year of your career because you haven't burnt yourself out over the last year.
Okay, you're right. But let me ask you a question.
So he's 28 physically.
Why would a Champions League team now come in and say, "Yep, we need Grealish to start"? Why?
It's experience.
Because we know how good he is.
Yeah, he's a good player.
But I know, but based on what
He
he's
makes
been-
Arsenal better today.
But it's not guaranteed, is it? Because he's been playing.
We know what he is. I'm not confused
I'm just saying,
about who
drop
he
the
is.
pride and go Europa League. Drop the pride.
I'm
bro.
not against it. I think
And
him
work your way
him
back
and
up.
Nottingham Forest. I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all.
It's a great move.
Yeah. If they can pay his wages with those wide players, the players that he'd have around him, if they could keep that squad together,
You want
he'd be
Gibbs-White?
great.
You want Gibbs-White? You
Yeah.
pay Grealish's wages.
We
Yeah,
could
yeah.
do what we always do and just flog him to Spurs.
Nah, don't go for there, man. Then Madison's, is it him and Madison? They're gonna be... No, that's
I don't see Grealish.
That's not nice, man.
If I'm Grealish, do I go to Spurs? Do I go to Spurs? They're 16, 17, whatever it is. They got to the final of Europe League. If Spurs win it and go to Champions League, they get Grealish.
At time of recording, there's a winner.
Oh!
Sorry, by the time this is out, there's a winner.
That won't happen, man.
What's that?
I said if Man United win it, they get Grealish.
I think Man United Grealish is possible.
But they're going for
I
Cunha.
said that, he
though.
goes United.
I think it's very possible. The only problem is in the wing-back system.
Oh, he'll be in the camp. He'll be
online.
behind the
What, him and
striker.
Bruno?
Him, Bruno, and...
So where does Cunha go then? Because you lot have got...
No, Bruno will sit deeper.
Okay.
Is Cunha better than Grealish for United?
Pardon? Cunha?
Yeah.
Better than Grealish?
You know what? How about this? I think Jack Grealish is still Jack Grealish. I believe that. I don't believe that Pep has seen him in pre-season and seen him every week and just gone, wow, this guy's fallen off. But Raheem Sterling has happened. We have seen it. It is possible that a player can just go.
But the way you just said Sterling, it just made me feel like Grealish could be that.
That's what I mean.
No, don't do that, Steve.
I don't think it. But and this is the problem that Man City have now is they've got a manager who will put a player in front of everyone and go, ugh. And now everyone can look at that player and think, wow, what if he's Sterling?
No, don't do that because Sterling's doing property too. We know that he's bought land in the Philippines and he's got his mind elsewhere. Of course, 100%. Sterling, I love you, bro, but I know you're doing business. Just bring me in.
I think Grealish will never get that role he had at Villa again. Which is
Well,
to
the
his,
game's changed.
which
I was
is to
going to say
his detriment.
that role doesn't really exist as much.
Well, it's exactly, and that's to his detriment.
If United got Grealish and Rory Delap and Liam Delap, I'll support United.
But he can still play that on the left-hand side. He's playing it for Pep Guardiola.
He's
The
a
whole
good
last
ball
season.
carrier, bruv. He's a good ball carrier. Let's have that right.
Yeah.
This is a good player we're talking about. It's a player that should be linked. Fabrizio Romano and Dwayne Romano, the little black boy that I like. What's his name?
Dwayne, did you just call him Dwayne
I don't know
Romano?
his name. What's his name?
I don't know his name.
Yeah, so Dwayne Romano. They should be talking links there. Yeah, but let's be frank. There we land. Jack Grealish has been linked. We need to hear that.
Let's be frank though. You're
I love him too.
you're Spec Guardiola, yeah?
Yeah.
He doesn't get in your city.
Well, he does.
In your first 11.
If I come back as badass, yeah.
So you have to change.
Oh, you mean in a...
You are Specs Guardiola. You manage City. You've got this squad. He doesn't start for you.
Can I be honest with you? On that left-hand side, I would play Doku and Grealish. Because both of them...
What?
Yeah. Some games Doku, some games Grealish. I'll do that.
So he tried that last year.
No, T, he didn't. He didn't.
He really didn't, though, to
didn't.
be fair.
That's exactly what he did.
He tried, but he didn't do it. Doku got more games than Grealish. Way more games.
T, that's a
I
fold in
wonder
there.
why.
He didn't try.
T, that's a fold in there.
I wonder why.
He didn't try.
I saw Savinho there, T. One time I saw
This
Savinho.
year.
I saw Savinho on the left, Doku on the right. Guardiola overcomplicates things. We need the badass Guardiola back.
Oh, now we're going back to the badass Guardiola.
badass Guardiola, you know. That is so dumb.
So we got to get rid of two attackers from Manchester City.
I hate to say Grealish, but
It's Grealish.
for him,
Grealish is
for
one.
his sake, it's Grealish.
But
For his
we
sake and a couple
Doku,
assets.
Foden, Savinho, Bob, Haaland, Marmoush. We got to get rid of another.
I say Savinho.
I say Bob.
Bob was injured a lot this season. So, like, they've not seen the best of him necessarily.
Yeah, but if I'm looking at... 'cause I got rid of Grealish. Yeah. I'm going through all of them. And unfortunately, Bob,
Forget Bob.
you lose in all the
No.
other- you lose in all the other-
Bob stays at Man
Bob
You
City.
just
stays.
got rid of Savinho.
Yeah, you can
No,
get rid of
but
Savinho.
Bob
You can't get rid of
Bob done his
Savinho.
ACL. No, Bob done his
It's
ACL.
ACL. That's not
If Bob
fair.
done his ACL, I don't think we see Savinho. Oh, so let's be honest.
What? How's that true?
Because Bob was firing before he did his ACL, though.
Bro, Bob done his ACL. ACL, you're out for the
I
season.
know, but you just said if you just said we wouldn't see Savinho. How is that true?
At City.
That Savinho
signed.
thing was done years ago.
No, but okay. So in terms of Savinho goes on another loan to Granada
No, he doesn't. So Bob's better than Savinho.
in the Premier League. Yes. Shall I be with you? I'm gonna be honest with you. The Savinho I've seen, I like how he looks.
Very
But
underwhelming.
it's Arsenal's Brazilian inside forward.
Marquinhos.
It's Marquinhos stuff.
Oh, it's not.
There's some
He's
Brazilians.
been underwhelming, though.
No, I'm being
No, that can be true.
There's-
But I'm not saying he's worse
You know
than
what?
Bob. That's what you lot are saying.
Even when Chelsea get this Estevino, whatever his name is, it's the same thing. I don't care what anyone tells
Esteval.
me. Esteval. It's the same thing.
Bob's not better than Savinho.
In the Prem, he is.
So wait, you getting rid of Savinho?
We'll see.
You got to get rid of a second attacker.
Yes, Savinho and Grealish. T,
Not Doku.
get rid of Doku. Why? Why'd you get rid of a player that in some games, like I'll be with you though. FA Cup final, it was Doku versus Palace.
They was all over there trying to stop
And
him.
you get rid of that. But do that Guardiola and you're finishing 17th
They lost.
next year.
They did lose, but Doku's been way more.
Doku can't do it by
effective
himself.
than Savinho.
In fact, Dean Henderson stopped Doku. Let's have it right. Doku for me has to start or have someone behind him that's good. You keep Doku. If you get rid of Doku for me,
We've lost it.
So you're selling Grealish and Bob.
No, Grealish,
Grealish and Savinho.
Yes, Savinho could go, bro. What has Savinho done this season?
bro,
He's
Savini's not good
super
enough.
underweight him.
Savini's not good enough.
He was in Liga's team last season.
By the way, Mitchell back
him.
pocketed.
I would
Savigno.
just say this because look,
Back
you have
pocket.
at the end of the day, I think there's an argument for a lot of these guys, but also there's a counter argument. I will say this show's only been going for 3 months, and I remember you slaughtering me for saying I didn't think Savinho had been anything like the player that they thought they bought.
My bad. I'll be with you, my bad. FA Cup, we watched it. I'm looking at Savinho thinking, like, bro, no excuses. Savinho has to be Savinho of Granada. Right or wrong? It's a final.
Girona.
Bro, T?
Girona, yeah. Granada.
Granada, Girona, Getafe. I don't care. Racing Santander, whatever you want to call these teams. I don't care. Salamanca. I'm not interested. Yeah, none of us watch those games. However, Savinho's got to go.
You can't go from the Liga team of the season to that.
They've got
Because
they've,
La
can't,
Liga's
bro.
easier.
they've
No,
still
you
got to
can't,
buy
bro.
players though. So let's say we got rid of those 6 players. Where do they? You can't buy 5 players, I don't think, and integrate them. What are the priority positions for Manchester City next year?
Man City need
Creative midfielder.
They need a
Number 1 with Kevin De Bruyne gone.
CM?
Creative midfielder.
and they need a consistent winger.
They need a CM, but they need a right back.
They're going to keep buying wingers.
Well, they got Marmoush, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me just do the team.
They need a right back.
So this is my problem. I don't know what system he's going to play, so I don't know where to put Marmoush.
Okay, so let's do 4-3-3.
4-4-3. Yeah.
Marmoush is left wing, mate.
Yeah, unless you're getting rid of Haaland.
Marmoush, Haaland,
So Doku's sitting down.
Doku. But Doku don't work on the right.
You got to have Bob. Bob's the last right you got left.
Bob Haaland, Marmoush. Right, this is my opinion. Doku on the left, Haaland up top. You got to get a winger. Marmoush doesn't get in.
So
No.
Why don't we sell Marmoush then?
And that's my problem. So if he signed Marmoush, that means for me, Haaland's going.
I think the Mamouche one was a panic buy
It's a
though,
false nine.
in January.
I think it's a panic buy.
I think it is. I think it's a bit of a panic buy because, like you said, where does he?
Where's
he
Mamouche
play?
playing?
Where's he
I think
playing?
he plays on the left.
So,
Okay, so
where
Doku's
was he-
gone then.
Doku's gone then.
I don't think Pep loves Doku. I think it's clear Pep doesn't love Doku.
Who's better on the lefty? Doku or Marmoush?
Marmoush. It depends what you want from a left-sided attacker for
bad
Manchester
answer.
City.
It's a
It
bad
depends
answer.
what you want.
It's a bad answer. Geordie? Oh, Geordie. Doku or Marmoush on the left for City?
Marmoush.
Oh, stop.
Miles?
Doku's better on the left, man.
Didn't you go on another podcast saying Doku's rubbish?
I don't rate him.
That's
but
why it's called another podcast.
yeah, exactly.
He called it that. He jumped in with an exactly halfway through.
And he thought he did something there, though.
No, you got caught. You got saved
you
just
didn't
now.
know, but you
about-
didn't do anything though.
So you don't rate. You don't rate
didn't do
Doku.
anything.
You don't rate Doku though.
I can still not rate Doku and still think he's better than Mamouche on the left.
So you don't.
Am
rate
I wrong for
so
that?
do you not rate Marmoush?
Am I wrong for that?
Do you not rate Marmoush?
Am I wrong for that? Yes or no?
So who should they sell one of them then? If you don't rate one and the other one's worse than him, should they sell one of
And
them?
like I said, it was a panic buy for Man City.
So
I don't
should
think
they sell one
They
of
should
them?
have bought Mamouche in the first place.
But that's not
if
the
anything.
question. I didn't ask should they have bought him. Should they sell one of them?
Get out
No,
of the corner.
keep them.
You don't rate one of them and the other one's worse than him, and you say keep both of them.
Well, I think Doku's better than Mamouche on the left.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, but you don't
Yes.
rate him, so you don't rate either of them. So
No,
should you get rid of them?
what he does better than Mamouche on the left. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you don't rate
compare
him.
Mamouche.
Yeah, but
though.
you don't rate him. You don't rate him.
I don't
and
rate
you
him. He's a
think-
good left
and you
winger, but I don't
him,
rate him.
You rate him
I don't-
less. So should they sell
you
one
lot,
of
remember,
them?
you not rating him. You not putting him as the best left winger in the
You're
league.
gonna have to stop.
When?
You're gonna have to stop. You don't rate him, and you're saying that guy is worse than him. So should they sell one of them? Surely both of them, by your logic. If you don't rate one and one's worse,
But one of them's still good enough to play in the Premier League.
all right, cool. But based off the last game and what we saw and what we know,
Yeah.
right? You're gonna still have Marmoush on the left over Doku, even though Doku was their only
Doing the
dangerous player.
madness.
Specs, you can't base things off just the last game.
But there's
No, it's been a couple of weeks.
No, but
You can't
Jordy,
base the
but
window
Jordy,
off the last
but Jordy,
game.
it's a final. So now there's no excuses. That's my thing. Cool, we've seen them be inconsistent the whole season, but this is a final. So now I'm looking at the players. Thinking, okay, cool. Who's gonna turn up? You have to turn up today. This is the main concert,
So Haaland out.
bro. For me,
You know what I've done? I'll be honest with you. I played it from 19, but I'm editing right now because I'm starting my new Werder Bremen season. I took one of the kid off Haaland.
All right.
I took it off. I watched the game. I was like, Haaland, I don't care what argument or what vibe you're going with Pep Guardiola. As a striker, what I saw of Mateta, I'm bringing your stats down. Because you might be good only on form. You might actually not be a good player. That's what I said to myself.
We know what he is as a player.
Still ain't scored in the final, by the way, you know.
See? I don't know. He could be. Haaland could be overrated.
Henry scored in the final?
I said this.
Huh?
Henry scored in the final?
He's the second greatest striker of all time. His credentials speaks for
Boys,
himself.
Haaland could be overrated. This might not be going for
That's
years.
such a crap
Could
statement.
be.
Is
Is
he
it
or
or
not?
not?
Crap
Is he or
statement.
not?
Because
I'm gonna wait.
Again, I got
I'm gonna wait.
marmooshed.
So what are you gonna wait
I
for?
got marmooshed. I've been marmooshed for being very transparent on Erling Haaland from day one.
He's rubbish, man.
Now you're 3 years in, you're going to say he might be overrated.
He's
That's
rubbish,
a terrible
man.
statement.
He's rubbish. I'm not because obviously I can't. Look, I ain't got the cojones. I ain't got
Facts.
the ball bags
Facts.
to drop it because I know if he scores 50 goals next year, they're gonna be like Specs. They're gonna throw me under the bus.
Why are you scared of? Why are you scared of?
boo.
You're scared of
Nah,
comments.
because
Specs fell off.
You're scared of comments.
Yeah,
Specs fell
I
off.
fell off.
Yeah,
He used to be brave.
All Specs would have just
Used
said
to be
it.
a badass.
Yeah, but you know what it is? It's the stats that get on my nerves. But I'll be real with you. I've never been a fan of the way Haaland does things.
Yeah, but he says, but not a lot of people
Alright, cool.
have been.
Alright,
We just know he's a goal machine.
Haaland's overrated and he's not gonna bang 50 goals in the season ever again.
Oh, well, that's such a rubbish. What, 50?
You're so brave.
All right. Should I go lower?
Yeah, please.
All right. Haaland will not score 20 goals next year.
You've lost that. Because
No, thank you.
But if he does-
We got it.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't, this is very bad from Haaland.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
So City need an attacking midfielder, a creative midfielder.
Keeper.
Are they going to actually switch goalkeepers?
Yeah. See.
City need a striker. Okay, man.
Liam Delap, bring him back.
They need something different up top, though. Other than Haaland and Mamouche.
They're gonna have. They need like a Luis Diaz.
They need something different.
And Mamouche.
And they sold him, Alvarez. Alvarez would have been way better in the system than
Luis Diaz will bang at City.
They need a Luis Diaz.
Yeah, you know what I mean though. Them players that like don't have a position but just pop up anywhere and punish.
So do you think City and Arsenal are going to be going for the same types of players?
Yeah, punishes.
Everyone needs to add goals. That's always a big thing for a team in the summer is to think where are we going to add more goals.
Me and you, we love Soloff.
No, we don't.
We liked Giroud.
No, we didn't.
We like two big guys. I like Wood.
Facts.
Oh, you didn't hear me? I said I like Wood. If you couldn't hear me in the back.
Haaland is a big guy, by the way.
Yeah, and that's my point. My point is they're not Arteta and Guardiola players. Let's have it right. They're not.
No, that's definitely an Arteta player at this point. Come on,
Who, Haaland?
let's not be silly.
Nah.
It's a tall striker.
No, it should be.
You have to bring the game in more.
Havertz. You see the difference between Havertz and Soloff and Havertz and Haaland, two different things.
Morata.
Players that
Oh, they would both love Morata.
I got it, boys. I got it. They like players that nines that can play eights.
They both like that, but also that Arteta would kill for Giroud. Arteta would kill
prime
for
Giroud right now.
They
Yeah,
wouldn't.
100%. He would.
Kill for
They
him.
wouldn't. He
Back to
should.
goal, selfless, link up short
play,
passes.
everything.
Love
You know
it.
what?
Yeah, he's
In
perfect.
some games you can't play Giroud in the eight.
That's true. That's true.
So what about the rumours with Wirtz? Where's he going? Man City, Liverpool. Obviously, Man City need a creative midfielder now.
Apparently, Man City they've pulled out of the Wirtz negotiations.
What does that?
Man City only normally pull out of stuff like that, like Declan Rice, when they just feel like they're getting outbid. So I don't know who's outbidding
They should have
him for
got.
Wirtz.
They should have fought for Declan Rice.
They should have fought for Declan Rice.
Oh, is there? So if Wirtz goes to, he could possibly go to Bayern.
I heard he's on the
I was
Liverpool
going to
team.
say them. They could probably go for Musiala, but if they can't afford Wirtz, they definitely can't afford Musiala.
Musiala's not on the market.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. So it's Gibbs-White.
Gibbs-White is the right guy
Gibbs-White's
for
the only
Man
one.
City, though.
Gibbs-White.
Gibbs-White will be a better signing.
Oh, boys, remember
for City
they
than
wanted
Wirtz.
Eze last summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think in that KDB position they've got Gibbs-White, Eze.
Eze should not go to Man City.
And
I could see Jack Grealish things happening to Eze again. Like, just don't go over there, bro.
That's always a worry.
Yeah, don't
Always
go over
a
there.
worry.
Go over there. Play. If anything, I'd stay at Palace again for another season, and instead of going City, no chance.
I'm going City.
No chance.
If I got the
No chance.
option.
No,
What did you
chance.
say?
No.
Stay at
Eze.
Palace for a
Yeah,
year.
so I'll stay at Palace
Yeah.
for one more season, play European football, play with Palace for another season.
Yeah,
then go to
if
City.
I'm Eze, I'm not. If
Yeah.
I'm Morgan Gibbs-White, I'll go City.
Yeah, Morgan Gibbs.
If I'm Eze, I don't go City.
no,
Why?
I'm not going.
Because I believe Eze is more attacking and goes into that role of like Grealish, high up left.
He's
or-
27 next month. If you get Man City offer, You take the man. I'm sorry. I get what you're saying about all this fantasy stuff. You're not living in reality. If you're Eberechi Eze, you're 27 years old, and you get an offer from Manchester City, you take it.
No, because you're calling Jack Grealish. Well, go on.
Yeah.
Jack Grealish saying, bro, let me tell you about this my man. My man gives bare coursework.
Let me tell you about my. Let me tell you about my man. My man Pep.
My man Pep.
Remember them schools? What's that school saying now, bro? You get bare coursework.
Boys, did you see my tweet about Dean Howson? By the way, Dean Howson rather than Dean Huijsen.
I saw that where you said
I said he's an industry plant. I was joking that he was an industry plant. Obviously, I don't think if you're good enough, you play for Real Madrid.
what does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Well, what I meant was the transfers are very convenient in his career. Most players, if you're like not happy at one club at that age, they're not letting you skip to Roma or skip to Bournemouth, and minimum fee release clauses that are in achievable ranges. To me, it's a bit like very agent-driven career, right? To me, I've seen this before. Players that just are the chosen one and they're kind of moved around. I didn't mean that he's an actual industry plant. That's impossible in football, apart from John McGinn.
Oi.
Or Archie Gray.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
They're good though.
But anyway, got 81,000 likes on Twitter, which I guess is just Barcelona fans or something thinking that I said something. But, boys, there is some stuff to talk about.
Talk to me.
Obviously, he's gone to Real Madrid, but he came from Juventus. And we'd all agree that the price he left Juventus to Bournemouth for is low.
15.
Juventus then bought Lloyd Kelly
From Newcastle.
who barely played for Newcastle after leaving Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, yeah. Money laundering.
Something strange has happened there.
It's getting crazy.
Dean Howson's dad, his name's Donny. Donny Howson was a prospect at Ajax, Cliver Seedorf generation.
Oh, okay.
He leaves Ajax, goes to, I think, AZ Alkmaar. He plays for a couple of big teams in Holland, right? He does not have a blue name on Wikipedia. That's rare. There are players that played 4 games at the top flight and they've got blue names on.
Just leave me. You fidget too much. Just leave me.
Yeah, turn it around.
There are players that have played 4 or 5 games at the top level and they've got blue names on Wikipedia, especially if their son is the hottest prospect centre-back in the world.
That's a fact.
So I'm thinking, what is the deal with Donny Howson? Because according to Transfermarkt, that's Dean's agent. Now, if you Google it, there is actually another agent involved, but Donny Howson's heavily involved in the management of Dean Howson's career. I'm looking into it. Donny Howson, and look, Donny, please, I'm a journalist. I'm a big chain journalist. Leave me alone.
Never ever refer to yourself
as a journalist.
Leave me alone.
When you're explaining a story.
You have to when you need shutters.
Is it? Blur my face then. Blur my face. I'm scared.
This is called From My Right as well, Dean.
Freddie Heineken, the CEO of Heineken, and his driver Abdodera were snatched by a gang made up of Cor van Hout, Willem Holleder, Jan Bollard, Franz Meyer, and Martin Erkamps in a highly orchestrated attack. There was a ransom. A ransom was paid of about $17 million US dollars.
Wow.
The culprits were eventually apprehended, but following their respective prison terms, their paths crossed with the football world as Hausen's career moved to Haarlem and then Alkmaar. Now, it's sketchy and they're not totally like locked in on what's happened here, but it appears that Donny Howson joins a gang of quite serious guys. He's playing professionally at AZ Alkmaar. It's reported that Donny Howson's career maybe took a left turn because he got some wrong friends, and that he introduced these friends to the AZ Alkmaar chairman, who was terrified of those guys, and Howson had connections with them in one way or another. Now, Donny, I love your son. I think he's class. I think he's going to be a world-class player in his career. And I think you're probably a top-notch guy as well. Donny Howson, on May 31st, 2006, was sentenced to 5 years in prison for exporting cocaine to England. That was acquitted on appeal. And then Donny Howson moved to Malaga.
Class.
Oh, he's in Spain.
5 years old, Dean Huijsen and Donny moved to Spain. I don't know if you know the kind of people that when they get acquitted for crimes in this country, skip the country over to Spain.
Of course.
But Donny Huijsen, based on these stories, fits that category. Donny Huijsen, obviously, as a good Ajax, he played for young Ajax, he played for AZ Alkmaar, he's rated, known, recognised in Holland. No blue link on Wikipedia, though. Has developed this extremely brilliant centre-back. This extremely brilliant centre-back is now Spanish, because at 5 years old, he moved to Spain.
Makes sense.
And he now plays for Real Madrid. I didn't know I was saying all that when I said it was an industry plant. I just thought I was making a joke about how there's these players that all these moves are so calculated. The more I did research, I don't know
That's a big one.
where have I got to now?
Hold on. So you made this tweet thinking, why is this tweet going? So you did research and this is what you found?
No, the tweet wasn't even going at that point. I just thought, if someone comes at me and says, what are you talking about industry plant? First of all, I'm joking. There's no such thing as an industry plant in football. But then I thought, let me look into actually, because I had this theory that like there's a load of players that bounce around big clubs at young ages, Kingsley Coman, who they just have really powerful agents who just won't let them fail.
Moise
So it's like
Kean.
boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Moise Kean, even Paul Pogba. They've just got very smart strategists around them.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, if I've had to pay out 70 million and my son, obviously he's a footballer, every move has to be right because I need the money back.
No.
Right or wrong?
No.
He didn't have to pay.
He didn't have to pay.
His gang got
He
paid
got it.
17 million.
Yeah.
Oh, so then I need to make sure I got that 70 million in case they want it back.
That's one way to look at it.
You know, where Cromwell had a similar situation?
Right, how?
What, his son?
No, the dad was involved in, where's he from country again?
Argentina.
Argentina. An Argentinian gang where there was some money. I remember reading a story about this.
Footballers' craziest spin-off stories. We should do an episode. Because there are Roman McQuelme, there's obviously Palacios,
Palacio.
Oh, Palacios is a bad
there's
man.
Paul Pogba,
They killed him.
Rafael
Pogba.
Marquez.
You know what, boys?
Luis Diaz.
Let's save it because someone's watching this.
Yeah, people are going to copy us.
And they're going to make this episode
damn it.
now. Yeah? So bleep that out, Lou.
I just wanted everyone to know, Dean Huijsen, I'm a big fan. If you want me to come to, Jude Bellingham, have a word with him.
So
Talk to him.
you took your tweet.
Trent, forget Miles. Have a word. Just let him know I'm cool.
You took your tweet and put it on your personal account and took it to From My Left, and now we're all in trouble.
I'm just getting everyone up to speed in case some trouble comes our way.
Well, anyway, it's good with the episode. Because I've got Wayne Rooney stories.
I want to bounce though straight away from
Yeah.
Dean Huijsen.
Yeah.
Because his dad played for Ajax.
Yeah.
John Ajax.
Is he black?
Did you see what happened to their manager this week?
Who?
Ajax.
He cried.
You know who he is?
Hold on. He's got an Italian name.
Francesco Farioli.
Farioli.
The president. No, I know this name.
You don't.
Oh,
He didn't play pro. He's a goalkeeping coach for De Zerbi. You remember Ajax last year?
what?
You remember Ajax last year?
Yeah,
Bad. This year, he's come in.
won the league.
No. 9 points clear with 5 games to go. Bottles the league.
Arteta.
And he cries.
He cries. Then he goes into a press conference, cries. Next day, fired.
Boys, what would you do if your manager cried?
I think, did you see Daley Blind when the camera got near him on the pitch?
Daily Blind. Daily Blind.
Oh, you didn't see that?
Daily Blind's at Ajax.
Yeah.
What? Daily Blind's at Girona.
No, I'm pretty sure that was Daley Blind.
No.
Daley Blind's always at Ajax.
He's been there for years.
They're not Daley Blind. No, it's Wout Weghorst.
Oh, when you hit the camera.
They were angry.
Well, what did he do?
Did you see Wout Weghorst after the game when the cameraman got near him?
What did he do?
He smashed the camera out of the way. He said, "Nah, we're having a moment here."
Overhand.
This team might have been a bit too emotionally invested through an emotional manager.
And T, you know who their captain was?
No.
Jordan Henderson.
And do you know who used to play for them? Donny Huijsen and Quincy Promes.
Ooh, what's another one?
Oh, so Ajax. So there's gangs involved. In it.
Stop.
in
You're
Holland.
going to get us in trouble.
We need to go to an Ajax game, so let's calm down, innit?
Yeah, 100%. I love Ajax.
Let's calm down.
Just quickly, obviously this episode we've kind of gone left and right. We dropped an episode earlier in the week. We got Gilberto Silva coming out in the next couple of days. Geordie, honestly, You have to make a decision today. Ruben Amorim. Do Manchester United fans want him next year?
I'll be honest with you. By the time this episode's out, we've either won or lost Europa. And however it goes, he should go.
He's got a lower points per game ratio than Paul Jewell did at Derby.
Do you remember Paul Jewell?
How many points did he get? I think they got like 9 overall or something.
11, I think.
11
I think however it
He
goes.
didn't manage them for the full
Honestly,
season, though.
what the Europa game does is it determines how he's exited. Either it's Jazz from Fresh Prince or a nice, you get me?
Yeah.
Go on your way,
Get
my
dashed
bro.
out
Yeah,
or...
go- yeah,
Well, if
go
you
on
still
your
haven't
way,
hit...
my bro.
Well, time of recording, you still haven't hit 40 points, bro.
But we could be a cup winning team.
But you could be that's crazy.
That's why, because I've got a bit of Arsenal love. When I see Ruben doing what he's doing at Man United, I'm trying to tell Arsenal, do not buy Gyökeres. Because it's all flowers and heaven and white doors and white clothes in the Portuguese league. But you come to the Prem, he gets dirty. It's the truth.
Tim's and black hoodies.
When I look at Ruben Amorim, when I watch him, I feel sorry for him. And he's just looking on the floor. And I'm just looking and thinking, bro, maybe this is not your place.
Yeah, but that's not a good case study. That's not how you judge things. Because there's people that have come from that league, that team specifically, that are G's.
Bruno.
Bruno.
Bruno took time.
This
No,
season,
he
didn't.
this season,
Bruno flew straight away, bro.
Came
No,
in
he
Jan
didn't
and
fly
hit
straight
the-
away.
Yes,
No.
he did.
He
He came in
Bruno,
Jan and hit the ground running.
Bruno came in and flew.
You know
bro.
what? You know what?
We did the episode.
Phone Angry Ginge.
I hate when you do this. You are so wrong.
Well,
we did
Bruno
it-
came in and flew, bro.
Bruno landed
he didn't
and
flop.
went mad.
Bruno wasn't a flop.
In fact, I think that's his best
Bro, you're getting on my
performing
nerves. You're
year.
getting on my nerves.
Ruben Amorim has got this Manchester United team. This Manchester United team has got the fewest wins in Premier League in their history in the Premier League. Their previous record was 16. This year's 10. Fewest points. Previous record 58. This year 39.
39.
Most defeats. Previous record 14.
17.
This is
This
unacceptable.
year 17.
17.
This is unacceptable.
Fewest goals. Their previous record was 49. This year's 42. Most goals conceded. Their previous record was 58, which, by the way, that's last year. This year's 53. You're going to have to concede 5 to break that record. I think you'll be all right.
Oh, so we've improved.
Games without a win, 7. And their previous record is 7. And that was in 1992.
And for context, when he came into the league, he was 4 points off top 4. When he took over Manchester United.
A good manager.
So this is all his damage.
A good manager shows adaptability, right? You come to the Prem, you play 5 at the back, play counter-attack football till the season's done. Yeah, concede. Even if you lose 1-0, it's cool. Let's just ride the season out and then I'll do my 3-4-3. This guy's done the 3-4, whatever the formation you call it,
Stubborn.
and tried to attack. It's a bad manager.
That's bad. It's bad.
And,
It's a bad
and at
manager.
some point, we'll go through who Man United need to sell because theirs is a need. And who the hell is buying?
It's a bad decision making.
I don't think it's a bad thing at this point. I think it's what Arteta did.
No. Okay. Watch this. No, wait.
you remember
Wait.
what
No.
Arteta did?
Yes, and I'm gonna. And this is why I'm gonna hit you with a chair.
And he bought them out of their contracts.
No, but when Arteta came, you know what he done? Play defensive. Because he won the FA Cup. Teeny, long balls to Aubameyang. Remember T? Long. Did he play that? Long.
Yeah.
So realize I ain't got the players to do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I'm going to play deep and play to our strength, which is Aubameyang's pace.
Okay.
And won the FA Cup.
Yeah.
You guys.
Win Europa.
I mean, it's a game changer if they do it. If they've done it by now, because for either Tottenham or Man United, it's a game changer.
he ducked, it hit me.
You whispered it before, Geordie, but you've seen a lot of Ruben Amorim. You've seen a lot of managers over the last few years. Based on what you've seen, should Ruben Amorim be Manchester United's manager next season, regardless of what happens in the Europa League?
Sacked. Can I tell you what done it for me though? I didn't know he went Turkey.
What, you got his hair done?
Yes, sir.
Ruben Amorim
That's sackable. That's a sackable offence.
during the season.
No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You can't be a Premier League manager with fake hair.
You have to.
I think Arteta's got fake.
He's Portuguese.
He hasn't got fake hair.
T, he's Portuguese.
Fake.
What does that mean?
Mourinho.
What?
What does that
Do you remember when Mourinho first come to the Premier and everyone was like, look how good looking this man is? So every Portuguese that came after AVB, all those guys that come had to look good.
Nuno's handsome.
Nuno's handsome where?
Nuno's a handsome man, yeah.
Nuno looks like you, bro.
Girls love Nuno.
What girls love Nuno?
100%.
Wait. Boys, you've heard girls say they love Nuno.
Nah.
No,
It's
but
like
he's
an
like
uncle,
though.
Nuno is
Bro, move your bro,
Bro,
allow me, man. I
man's here,
want to do this episode. Move your hand,
Same.
man.
I want to do my. I don't understand.
Bruv, I've got a woman. Move your hand, bro. Love language, touch.
honestly, Specs, Ruben Amorim, does he have to go if they win Europa League or not?
All right, this is what I believe.
Come on, man. No.
Bruv, what
I'm
cuz?
waiting for you to get to the point so I can land it.
Let me land for the TikTok. Just stop touching me. All right, go on. No, go on. Yeah, go on. Do me, innit? He's jealous of Wood's shirt. Look at this, man. Depending on his first 3 signings.
Dorgu's one.
No, in the summer.
But you remember last year when like Erik ten Hag won the FA Cup and it bought him a summer, and then they ended up having the worst year of their Premier League history this year. At what point do you look at it and just kind of go like, well, let's stop guessing and let's just
No, because
be
there's
realistic?
there's some signings where you think, okay,
He's the signing.
I get what
Judge
he's
him.
It's been a bad signing, bro.
So you're saying you're saying stay, whether they win Europa League or not.
because he beat City and he beat Liverpool.
Everyone beat
Specs,
City.
you just went on a monologue to me about how adaptability is a big thing. Why are you pulling your punches right now?
But would you say that he doesn't have the right players for it though? Because obviously Eddie Howe's
So why
playing-
do it?
Why would you?
But Eddie Howe's, yeah, I know. I don't think he should be doing it.
That's a
stubborn.
bad sign.
3 signings.
He's too stubborn. He's
First
too
2
stubborn.
signings.
All right, Miles.
First 2 signings.
Miles, what are you saying? Amorim, say Europa League or not? Should he keep the job?
Yeah, keep the job, man. He's doing a great job in Manchester. Fantastic.
From my left, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for coming. Listen to
Oh,
us on
I know it,
Spotify
man.
and Apple Podcasts. Follow us on all socials at From My Left. Thank you for coming, everybody.